Ever looked up at the night sky and wondered just how big our Milky Way galaxy really is? For centuries, we've tried to map our cosmic home, picturing it as a serene, pinwheeling island of stars. But what if I told you that everything we thought we knew about its size and shape is being completely redrawn? That our galaxy is not just a peaceful spiral, but a cosmic cannibal, with a history written in the trails of devoured galaxies. Today, we're diving into the revolutionary discoveries from two incredible space telescopes, Gaia and the James Webb, that are revealing a Milky Way far larger, messier, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. For a long time, our view of the Milky Way was like looking at a city from the inside. We could see the nearby stars, the bright central bulge, and the dusty spiral arms. We estimated it was about 100,000 light-years across. A respectable size, sure. This picture was based on counting stars and measuring their distances, using methods that worked well for our immediate neighborhood. We built models, created beautiful illustrations, and felt we had a pretty good handle on our place in the universe. But this was all based on the light we could see. It turns out, the most important parts of our galaxy, the parts that hold the secrets to its true nature, were hiding in plain sight, invisible to our traditional tools. We were missing the bigger picture, the ghostly structures and invisible forces that shape everything. Then came Gaia, launched by the European Space Agency. Gaia isn't your typical telescope that just takes pretty pictures. It's a cosmic cartographer, a celestial surveyor, on a mission to create the most precise 3D map of our galaxy ever. For years, Gaia has been tracking the positions, movements, and brightness of nearly 2 billion stars. Think about that, 2 billion individual points of light, each with its own story. By measuring how these stars move, Gaia is essentially mapping the gravitational field of the Milky Way. It shows us not just where things are, but where they're going and what's pulling on them. It's like switching from a static paper map to a live traffic feed for the entire galaxy, and this live feed started revealing some very strange patterns, especially at the edges. Gaia's data uncovered something spectacular, enormous, faint rivers of stars flowing through the outskirts of our galaxy. These are called stellar streams. So, what are they? Imagine a small galaxy, a dwarf galaxy, getting too close to the massive Milky Way. Our galaxy's immense gravity acts like a cosmic tidal wave, stretching and tearing the smaller galaxy apart. Over millions of years, its stars are pulled out into long, looping ribbons that wrap around the Milky Way like spaghetti. These stellar streams are the fossilized remains of these galactic feasts. They are evidence of the Milky Way's violent past, a history of cosmic cannibalism. Gaia has mapped dozens of these streams, each one a ghost of a long-dead galaxy, telling us that our galaxy grew by eating its neighbors. And these streams extend far, far beyond the old 100,000 light-year boundary. The existence of these far-flung stellar streams presented a huge puzzle. The visible matter, in our galaxy the stars, gas, and dust we concede, doesn't have enough gravity to hold on to these streams at such incredible distances. So, what's keeping them from flying off into intergalactic space? The answer is something we can't see at all: dark matter. This mysterious, invisible substance is thought to make up about 85% of all matter in the universe. We can't detect it directly, but we can see its gravitational effects. The stellar streams, mapped by Gaia, act like giant cosmic breadcrumbs, tracing the shape of the invisible dark matter halo that surrounds our galaxy. They show us that the Milky Way's true structure is dominated by this enormous, unseen sphere of dark matter. It's the invisible architect, the gravitational scaffolding upon which our entire galaxy is built. And its influence extends much further than we ever thought. This is where the James Webb Space Telescope enters the story. While Gaia is the master of mapping star movements, Webb is a time-traveling infrared detective. The most distant and oldest parts of our galaxy, the outer halo where these stellar streams reside, are incredibly faint and far away. The light from these ancient stars has been traveling for billions of years. Then, as the universe expands, this light gets stretched into longer, redder wavelengths, the infrared. Webb's giant golden mirror is specifically designed to capture this faint infrared light. It can peer into the cosmic dark and see stars that are completely invisible to other telescopes. Webb is now being pointed at these newly discovered edges of the Milky Way, the regions first hinted at by Gaia. It's giving us our first clear look at the individual stars within these distant streams. So what has Webb found? It has confirmed that stars exist at mind-boggling distances. Recent studies combining Gaia and Webb data have pushed the edge of the Milky Way out to an astonishing 1 million light-years from the center. That's not a typo. 1 million light-years away. This means if you were to travel from one edge of the Milky Way to the other, it would take you 2 million years at the speed of light. Our galaxy is 20 times wider than we thought. Webb's observations of these suburban stars are not just about size, they're about history. By analyzing the chemical composition of these ancient stars, we can figure out what kind of galaxies they originally came from. It's like galactic archaeology. We're learning that the Milky Way's halo is a patchwork quilt, stitched together from the remnants of many different smaller galaxies devoured over cosmic time. So, the next time you look up at the band of the Milky Way stretching across the sky, remember this new picture. You're not just seeing a flat disk of stars, you're looking at the bright heart of a colossal structure. A gravitational empire built by an invisible halo of dark matter and decorated with the ghostly remains of conquered galaxies. This invisible realm, stretching 1 million light-years in every direction, is the true Milky Way. Thanks to the incredible teamwork of Gaia and the James Webb Space Telescope, we are finally beginning to understand the true scale and violent history of our cosmic home. The map is being redrawn right now, and the discoveries are only just beginning. What other secrets are hiding out there, at the very edge of the Milky Way? Thanks so much for joining me on this cosmic journey. If you found this as mind-blowing as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the universe. See you next time.